Nebraska, and all of those people who are excited. So make sure that you know your numbers, okay? And if you need some assistance, contact him. It's all in your back office.
Okay. And I have my first $500 bonus too, so I'm really excited about that. After not being able to do it, now I am, and now I got my $500 bonus. So because I know I can do it, I'm ready to roll.
Oh my goodness! Well, we're gonna stop and congratulate you. Say, let's give Miss CC, Lady CC, congratulations on her $500 bonus.
Congratulations! Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Yeah,
thank you, Tina. Thank you for the excellent example.
That's not a small deal. I'm going to move on, and we can come back and talk at the meeting, after the meeting, you all. Anything that you want to share, or anything that you've put in the chat.
Coach, I have to get off soon. Can I just jump in with one thing, please?
Go ahead, Cindy.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to be real transparent. I am 8 away from regional. I need to get my ass in gear.
I hear you.
8 tip
okay,
tops.
So wait a minute. Before you get off, and that's a great point, because I was looking in the back office who was near $1,000 bonuses, and we got a lot of you in the one away club.
I'm there.
Oh, wait a minute. You're 1 point away from $1,000 bonus, and it's a $299 sale. I hope you're hearing me. The rate of return on $1,000, and you need one sale. Somebody in your team builder group, some sale, but you don't have to make it yourself, of a tip or a top, and you're one away. So there's so many of you in the one away club to bonus, and I will be contacting you all directly, because we're going to get this done by Thursday. We need to be popping $1,000
You don't need to call
like
me.
crazy.
Coach, you don't need to call me, because I will have my $1,000 bonus today. You don't need to call me. It's me, Janie.
I love it. Janie, okay, so Janie said, okay, she needs 4 for
I've
regional.
never been a big
I challenge you, Janie, to get that 4 by Friday, and then the $1,000 bonus, we scratch you off the club. You out the club now, because you already said you already gonna get yours. You one away from $1,000 bonus. One away. So I want you all to know that we have at least 10 people that are one away or 2 points away from a bonus. And many of you are close to that $500 bonus. So again, CC, congratulations. Anyone else before we go on? Because I know people are dropping off, because we got to keep it moving. But congratulations to all of you who are part of this event that happened this weekend in Houston, Texas. All right. So what I'm going to do is, Jeannie Sharpless and I was talking, and she was talking about Coach, and she was talking about his age, and she was talking about longevity. And I wanted to reintroduce Coach to those of you who are new. He is the visionary of this company. Scott Tomer, who is our CEO, is his son. But he has some words that I think are going to encourage everybody to cross over. So I'm going to play these 2 videos. I definitely would like some feedback from you all. Our legacy company, and you use that term, legacy company, is YTB, which when the industry was shifting and changing, and we needed to bring on new products and services, in 2015, we launched Surge 365. 2015, and we were the team that launched Surge 365 at the red carpet, I believe in Reno, and so we launched the company and had the opportunity to be there at the beginning. So I just want you all to know that you're part of something that's great, and this legacy company just transferred everything and enhanced the compensation over here at Surge. So I want you to hear these words from Coach, and take note, because they're wisdom nuggets, and then I'll share with you what Scott is doing, because he's doing a blog talking about his dad and the wisdom nuggets that he gave him. I would just say, Coach Tomer is an amazing man. You'll hear that he has a ministerial background. And one of the wonderful things he did for me was when my husband passed, he gave me a call and he said, don't make any major decisions, at least for, 3 years, give yourself time. He did say a year, but it was a long time before I did. But, just words of wisdom and advice that has helped me as a leader. Team calling me coach and the company saying it's okay because you do deserve that title. So this is Coach Tomer.
If you really want the long version, what I have to do is I would have to start back about 2 weeks before I was 16 years old. And so that was really the beginning of this company. And a lot of people don't realize that. And that's the day before my mother passed away, she called the kids all together. And she said to my sister, Romy, you're going to go to college, be a teacher. She did, taught for 40 years. Said to my sister, Faye, you're going to go to college, be a teacher. And she did, taught for 40 years. And said to my brother, John, you're going to stay on the farm. He's still there. And then she said to me, Lloyd, God has something special for you to do that's going to make this whole country a better place. Go find it. And, I got to say that was sort of the beginning of YTB because I started out on a quest at that time. And it has been, I hate to say it, but quite a few years, not quite 60, but close to it. And so that was the search that we were in. And we tried a lot of things. We was in business in North Carolina. We started a quality catering down there, one of the most successful catering companies in the state of North Carolina, still operating. My brother-in-law runs it, but I knew that wasn't it. That wasn't changing much, just making a little money. And I took a little church of 35 in Benton, Illinois, and we started pastoring and had a pretty good deal cut with them. $35 a week and free water. All the water I could use. They'd pay for my water. And the church grew, and we had 13 years there. And wonderful. We had Pat Boone in for dedication. We had Oak Ridge Boys in. We had the Gaithers in. Many of the Sandy Patty. Many of the very, very popular people would come in. I couldn't draw much for a crowd with my preaching, so I'd bring the crowds in with people, and then I'd say a few words. And the church grew, and it grew. And after a 7-year battle with cancer, my wife passed away. And it was at that time I realized that I really hadn't done much towards a life goal. I'm now 46 years old, 47 years old. I'm broke. I made $10,200 a year before. And had that have been me that died instead of her, my two sons would have had to borrow money to bury me. And so I said, I'm going to leave an inheritance, not just for my kids, but my kids' kids. And so I found a company called A.L. Williams in 1981. And we started there, and we started to build. It was pretty successful and made a lot of money. And I saved a lot of money, but it really was just making money, helping a few people. And I wasn't reaching that life goal of really helping just literally thousands upon thousands of people and really changing a bunch of lives. And after 20 years, we come up and found something that we could do that was a lot of fun. That was travel. We knew networking. We were specialists in networking. And so that was the very, very leading up to the beginning. That was the beginning of the beginning.
Wow. Okay. So that gives you a little bit of history and character of our founder. Anybody want to say anything before we move on to the next video?
Did you notice that he used the word surge of ideas? Surge of things.
Yes. All right. Anyone else?
Yes, Coach. Coach Arlen, this is Shahida. I just have to say this. When Miss Denise Estelle brought me in the business years ago in Surge 365, she had told me that our visionary, J. Lloyd Tomer, was the founder of Surge 365. And that's the reason why I got in this business. Because I was in A.L. Williams years ago, and he was having a promotion, and I was with my mother was living at that time. And I came that first day for that promotion, and I made regional manager in one day, and then I did the next day I went up to RVP, which is 100% commission across the board with $135 premium. Of course, I was hustling about 103%. Pardon? I'm sorry, can you hear me? It was 103%. Oh, well, back in the day, you know, okay. So anyway, when I heard that he was the founder of Surge 365, I said, oh, Lord, I have to be a part of this organization. You know, and I'm so thankful to the Lord that I was introduced to this company. This is the greatest company on the planet. I say that all the time. And it has really tremendously changed my life. And I just have to say that. And I'm so thankful to be with the excellent leadership, you know, like you, Coach Arlen. Oh my God, you're a gift from heaven. And I'm so thankful to be on, of course, Mr. Clifton's team and with a good team and in the presence of other teams as well and CET family. Thank you so much. Praise the Lord.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Anyone else before I play the next video? Okay.
I to thank him for Primerica, because I was in A.L. Williams as well, and they had a promotion regional vice president on 100, I believe it was 103% commission in less than a year, and we made it. And in the late 80s, early 90s, we were making we were bringing in over $160,000, over $100,000 worth of premium, and then my ex was working at the railroad, so he was making over $60,000. So I know the power of teamwork. I know the power of networking. I know the power of working together. Unfortunately, the gentleman that I was working with after my divorce, my ex-husband, he went and burned my market while I went to hiding, and I came back out. But one of the gentlemen that I was working with, he went and got a lot of promotions offered by people without building me up. So I know that sometimes you run into people who aren't honest and don't have that integrity. But when Dennis called me out of the blue, he didn't know me, I didn't know him, and he told me about Surge 365. I was like, this is an opportunity to keep the promises that I wanted to keep to my family. You know, I wanted to do more for my family than what's done for me. I wanted to do more for my family because I just did. I just wanted to do more. So I thank Mother and Father God. I thank you guys for Surge 365. It's my hope. It's my purpose. It's my dream. And thank you. Peace.
Oh, you're so welcome. All right, here we go.
Coach.
If you really want the long version, what I have to do is I would have to start back.
So now we're going to talk about the secret to wealth. And again, I want you guys to pay close attention because this is about getting to team builder if you're not a team builder. And let me just say this. I know I know everybody's numbers, and I know whether you're active or not, whether your website is canceled or whether you're suspended, or and if you are not active in your SBA, you're not active, you don't have your products up. We need everybody on this call to be active. And so this is because this is a leadership call. So this isn't just a call where you're not in, and we can just see that we have people who are totally committed. So I need your commitment, and we know that people have issues and people have a time that you need to maybe take a break, but we want to make sure that everybody this call is fully immersed in their business. So make sure you check. I sent out an email yesterday. Make sure your website is active. In the back office, go and check. And if it isn't, at least let your upline leader know when you're going to reactivate and what your commitment is. Okay, and we'll give you time to speak in just a moment.
I know that a lot of people say I got to teach my people what to do.
And let me just go back to this, because this video is going to be talking about exactly what Jamie said, working in your team builder group. Glenda's going to be doing. Glenda, are you going to be able to speak afterward? Okay, cool. And then she'll be able to do some training on that. But I want you to listen to what Coach says, and it is still applies. He's going to say YTB, but just think surge, okay? Here we go.
I know that a lot of people say I got to teach my people what to do. I got to tell you something. You teach them by showing them. All the talk you do doesn't mean you may be pretty up in front of a bunch of people. You may think you got all the secrets and you got the special tape, but all this stuff is, gang, I got to tell you, I know what this thing is. We build it. We sat out here and say we wanted to build something that had unlimited prospecting, where a person never had to wonder about
free money is coming. 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 Free money.
And then they leave you people. Yes. And then you work with those people in your team builder group. What Coach just said.
And limited prospecting, where a person never. Well, you may think you got all the secrets and you got the special tape, but all this stuff is, gang, I gotta tell you, I know what this thing is. We build it. We sat out here and say we wanted to build something that had unlimited prospecting, where a person never had to wonder about who they were going to talk about again. Get a person to their power team, and you got 6 people to talk to, and that's all you have to do. And when somehow, sometime, somebody is going to see this thing and they're going to go, wow, this is a genius. I hope they're not referring to me, but it's an ingenious idea. We sat here and looked up that river, and all at once we just exploded inside when we said, we solved your problem of network marketing. Unlimited people to talk to. That's a hot market, not a war market. They're already paid.
What he's saying is, those of you who are team builders, and I think Lady Cece, coined it along with, Dennis with the new people, and many of you who spoke this morning, is that now she got Freddie, Bill, Tim, Michelle. She got Freddie, Bill, Tim, Michelle. I'm just saying, I don't know all of them. But just imagine, they're going for team builder. But everybody that they brought in on their way to team builder is in Lady Cece's team builder team. And so what Coach is saying, if you work within your team builder, you don't have to go out prospecting, because all of those people are people that came through your team builder group. Maybe play it again.
$400 or $500. I hope they're not referring to me, but it's an ingenious idea. We sat here and looked up that river, and all at once we just exploded inside when we said, we solved the problem of network marketing. Unlimited people to talk to. There's a hot market, not a war market. They've already paid $400 or $500. They're in the business. They're screaming, help me get to my power team. Everybody has a preacher and 6 pallbearers. I mean, just think about it. Everybody got some friends. I mean, if you're talking to somebody that they're going to drag the casket with 2 pallbearers, probably you need to go someplace else. But everybody got a few friends, and you go talk to those few friends. And however it is that you need to talk to them, and you help that person get.
That's why it's important that we're not doing travel parties where you're going into people's homes, and there's nothing wrong with that, and if that's something they want to do. We have the go party that they can invite their friends, their families to be able to do that. And so we have a method to them to be able to expose them and build and drill down in your team builder group. So with your power team, I want you to just replace that with team builders. The terminology, okay? Hold on just a minute. Okay, I'm gonna play this. Hey, Linda, talk afterwards. I gotta go ahead and
$400 or $500, they're in the business. They're screaming, help me get to my power team. Everybody has a preacher and 6 pallbearers. I mean, just think about it. Everybody got some friends. I mean, if you're talking to somebody that they're going to drag the casket with 2 pallbearers, probably you need to go someplace else. But everybody got a few friends, and you go talk to those few friends. And however it is that you need to talk to them, and you help that person get to their power team. And I have people, they say, Coach, you don't I understand network marketing. I understand that. You don't understand. See, you're telling me you got to train somebody 6th level, 4th level, power team. You're out there working for $10 when you could be working for $350. And then you're telling me, trying to figure out how to make money in our company? See, right now, a new person could come into our company and work that power team like it was designed. It was put together for this purpose. It put together for this reason. You work the power team. And I can take right now a brand new person that if I could mentor somebody would listen. And it wouldn't let money get in their head. And wouldn't let dollar signs confuse what they're supposed to do. And just say, I'm going to give 5 years to build the biggest power team that's ever been put together in the history of network marketing. No one's ever done this before. And you go to work and build that power team and produce a power team leader. And so the whole idea of you going out there and teaching people what to do with your little stuff you come up with that we don't even understand, they must not understand what this thing was built for. You teach them how to buy leads. Teach them how to pick up the phone and call somebody and say, you don't know me, but you do call me. Teach them how to be a failure. And so we put this together where every person could have all the people they ever wanted to talk to, ever in their power team. And what you need to teach people is what to do. You don't teach people by writing it out, talking about it. You don't teach people by giving them a tape about how you build this and do this and do that. You teach people by showing them what they're supposed to do. And I have people every day, is trying to figure out how to make money, trying to figure out how to really break the bank in YTB. I've got people out there making money like you would not believe. I mean, I look at some of the incomes of our people on our leaderboard. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But nobody's touched the surface yet because as soon as they start working the power team, they start making so much money. They say, I got to go train these people and teach them something other than work the power team.
Hello? Is this resonating with anyone?
Yes. Yes.
What you think about the hours, the time, the money that you left on the table, doing exactly what Jamie said she was no longer going to do. And Coach is telling you how to be a millionaire
they're supposed to do. And I have people every day, is trying to figure out how to really motivate you. We got people out there making like you don't know. I mean, some of the council board people, our leaderboard is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But nobody's touched the circus yet because as soon as they start working a power team, they start making so much money. They say, I gotta go train these people and teach them something other than work the power team. That's all you need to teach them. Our business is teaching people.
The coach gave marching orders, whether this was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Marching orders don't change. Anybody know what he just said?
Teach
Your team builder group. Your team builder group. And to teach people to work their team builder group. That's what the training is. Yeah.
Teach them something other than work the power team. That's all you need to teach them. Our business is teaching people, bringing in a new person, showing them how to get to their power team by helping them get to their power team, and then showing them you're staying working in your power team because that's what you're supposed to be teaching. And if you're doing anything else, you're teaching something else. Now, I know they say, Josh, you don't agree with that. I'm going to have 500 people. I don't mind you doing a weekly meeting. That's 500 people. I don't do it. You need to do some opportunity. You need to do some convention. But you need to plug them into the stuff we do. You need to bring the red carpet down. You need to plug them into Saturday morning calls. I see we're building a culture here. We're building something that is going to go far beyond me and far beyond Scott, far beyond you and far beyond your kids. And we want you to pass something down to your kids or something. And it's a culture that we're building. And if we can just take and see that, and if we can just see what I need to do and what I need to teach, I need to live by it, teach it, and teach it by doing it. If we do that, my brand person can come in 2 to 3 years. They make it money, pop in more company right now. Work hard.
Is very important. And I'm just going to be honest, I didn't know what my team builder group was until this past Saturday at the convention. So I have a whole new light on my business and what I need to do, and as far as where I need to be and where I want to be. And that goal, of course, is regional builder. But now I know how I need to get there. I know my numbers. But it was the team that really got me. So yeah, it was very powerful, very powerful for me.
The last thing you just said was so applicable to me. Teach them by doing it. I think, we have a big heart for people. And you just said this too. Plug them into the things that you're doing. But you must capital letters, work your team builder group. And, I've been hearing this, and just never laser focus on, making a point of just doing that. Because I had the idea that, we help everybody, surge wins, right? And if you're working outside your team builder group, you just said that's not the way to go. But if everybody stays in their team builder group, everybody does exactly what you just said. We are helping surge win. And in the interim, we're winning, and our team is winning. So that's what I took away. I told you when we were in Houston, never before I've ever been this laser focused on knowing exactly what I'm coming home to do. So teach them by doing it. And that's my mission right now. Back to you. Absolutely. And again, you go to YouTube and those videos are there. Great training for Coach, and they're not dated. It applies today like never before. And you're absolutely right, Jackie. It was throughout everything that Juliet spoke, everything that was done was absolutely about the team building group. Anyone else before we do the next video?
Yes, Coach, this is Alicia. Can I just want to say something to some of us, like in my situation, because we are team builders, and maybe you don't have the people in your team builder group that's active, or you don't have a lot of people in your team builder group, where you want to get to, because our next destination, of course, is to be regional builder. So what our problem was, we were looking at like, okay, what about the people that I have? Like you said, they're not active, or they're not doing this, or not doing that. Well, to encourage myself and the other people that's in the group like me, then we have to do is go out and get you another team and build. Because again, the whole focus is going to be on building, staying in your team builder group. So if you don't have a group and you're a team builder, then get you a team. That's what a team builder does. They build teams. Thank you.
That's it. Drop the mic. Absolutely. And this has been working outside your team builder group, and those people have gone dormant. Like I said, even for myself, I was sharing that, ambassadors don't have to recruit, but one of the things I said, they just set the clock for all the directors, including Clifton, to be able to run for the 60K. So that means you build it in your team builder group and just stay there. The system is just that simple, and you said it best. If you don't have anybody, get somebody that starts your new team builder group and work with that person. Do a go party. Have their grand opening. Go stand for grand opening. Put them on the Zoom. Again, we're customizing for the younger people. Thank you, Michelle, for the vision. But we have opportunity now with the leaders that we have for you to be able to do 3 ways to be able to close. Oh my goodness, this is just amazing. Now let me just share with you. This is Juliet. She's the one that basically is number one money earner in the company. She spoke with us intimately after the meeting. I had to meet with the team. And the one thing that she said was stay in your team builder group. How did she go from 0 to 50 million? Stayed in her team builder group. What did she do? She did one travel party, did one for me, did one for Linda, and we duplicated that, and we did travel parties on a weekly basis. I'm going to go back to doing travel parties myself, because this is a time like never before, because our company is getting ready to explode, and then you all can look at yourselves being the foundation of that. So this opportunity for half, if you're a team builder, to get to regional and to be able to go to national, this isn't going to happen for long. And remember, they put this in compressed time frame. So they say compressed time frame, compressed activity, and collapsed time frames. Compressed activity. That's why they put it to September 30th. They're compressing and they're collapsing time frames. So the time frame is ending on September 30th. So we don't have any time to waste. I'm spending time today on Tuesday, because this is where we come together. This is where the play is called. But after this, the execution is going to be on all of y'all. Let's listen to how she was able to do it. And again, when I said, oh, you bought about 50 million, oh, she bought islands. She's building container homes. She'll build $1 million homes and Airbnbs, hotels, beachfront properties. We're not talking just a little bit. Funding orphanages and taking care of children, and all these things. Her family, her children are set because she stayed in her team builder group. Let's listen. I'm Juliet St. John. And let me just say, this was filmed when she came out to do a meeting for me at the Doubletree on Vineyard in Ontario. We were sitting in the lobby area, and the film crew came out to shoot this video. And just know that you're part of this legacy team and that you're part of something great. Here we go.
I've been with YTB a little over 3 years now, and it has really drastically changed my life.
By far my most difficult. She was very wild as she grew up, but once she had 2 children, she settled down, and she is an amazingly generous person.
3 years ago, before I joined YTB, I was working full-time, working hard like I always have, but there just wasn't enough money to make ends meet.
We didn't have anything, we didn't have the money to pay the bills. So we've gone through some really hard times, but my mother's always tried, no matter what, to be able to give us what we wanted, and has always felt very bad if she hasn't been able to help me with my horses or help Max with his hockey or his school.
It's quite hard these days for an independent woman to make it so hard, raising 2 children on her own. She's really fought it out.
My son was in a special needs school. He had some learning disabilities. He didn't speak English. My daughter was in college, and there just wasn't enough money left over for me to have a place to live. So, in order to keep my kids in school, I slept for about a year in my car. I'll probably still tell you most of the rest areas across America because I've slept in.
I would say it was passion to help her children and make them have a great life.
A friend of mine told me about YTB, how I could make a ton of money in a short amount of time. Really wasn't interested in working with a company and making a lot of money. I didn't want to join a network marketing company, but he told me if nothing else I should join just for the money I could save in my current job.
She did do 1 or 2 other businesses first, which were fairly successful, but then they didn't last long. So she was really pleased to get into YTB and have a steady income.
First training that Scott and Coach Tomer did, sat through that day of training. At the end of the day, decided that even if 1/10 of what they were saying was true, it would be game over for me. I wouldn't have to worry about money ever again. My daughter has a dream of going to the Olympics. She has a talent for show jumping. She has a talent with horses.
What anyone put this much work into is they'd like to be able someday to go to the Olympics or ride for the team, for their country. When I went to university, I had to stop riding. The choice was we had enough money to go to university or enough money for me to have a horse and train and ride a horse. So I stopped riding for 3 years. And then Mom started in YTB, started making money, and we were again able to start buying horses and afford for me to be able to train them.
Because of the money I've earned with YTB, I've been able to buy her a couple of horses. She's back training 2 young horses now. She's got her dreams back again, the one she gave up. I love my mom a lot. She's always been there for me. When she was 64, she had a stroke. She was still working after raising 8 kids. 66, she had a second stroke. I told her she had to really quit or she wasn't going to stay around. And she said she couldn't afford it.
Well, Julie has really changed my life with her success because she is now giving us an income every month. So I have been able to retire from my business, which was very exhausting, and it's also enabled us to stay in our house here.
After I earned my first $10,000 bonus from YTB, I flew up and gave my mom a check for $10,000. And she couldn't believe it, saying, "What have I done to deserve this, dear?" And I just said, "Mom, it's a small down payment on what I owe you."
She is just so kind and generous to us. Really also to do with YTB, because before that she wasn't able to help us. Before that she was living in extreme poverty herself, but she's been wonderful to us.
I'm very happy in my life. Everything is good. Really realized a lot of my dreams of being able to retire my mom, been able to pay off all the bills, been able to pay the college bills, being able to help my daughter possibly make it to the Olympics and win a gold medal. I mean, everything I've always wanted to do for my family, I can do.
She's had some tough times previously where she didn't have money to be able to see some of the places where she does now. Now she has a lot more money. She's able to take some trips herself and just kind of relax on her own time, even without us, me and my sister fighting all the time. So it's very nice for her.
To see her on TV and the conferences and the trainings, and I've been to conferences with her and have people come up afterwards saying, you don't know how much your mother's inspired us, how hard she's made us try, her story and her struggles and how they've changed our lives. So for me, it makes me so proud to hear people say that about my mother.
I think there's a lot of people who are maybe in the same situation I was, who need help, who need a plan B, who need a way out of the place they're stuck in. That's probably what it's about more than anything for me now.
Okay, so the lines are open before we get into the weekly events.
No matter how many times I hear that story, Coach, it's still heartwarming and such an inspiration for us to get up and get moving and start working.
Absolutely. It's just all about the people. And Rhonda, again, I'll just say to everybody, go to your back office. Even those people who have dropped off, they're looking now. The company made some noise this weekend. I can't tell you the number of people that opened up the email. I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds of people who are no longer with us. They're still getting our emails, and they're looking over the fence, and they're waiting for you to call them, and you can just tell them, I went and I worked outside of my team builder group. You're part of my team builder group, and let me show you what's new with Surge 365. Let me show you what you already have in your hand. These are the people, like Coach said, that have already made a decision, that's already paid their, whether it was $99 or $500, and they have the ability to either restart or reactivate. It's their choice. So contact everybody that's ever come to your organization and check your fall off list and get them reactivated and tell them they don't want to miss this promotion, especially if they're a team builder and they're not connected. You want to make sure that they know that they have opportunity to be able to promote and get a pay increase. So again, thank you for sharing. Anyone else?
Yes, Mikey, can you hear me?
Yes, Mikey, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to comment on both videos, one with Coach and this one. I've been able to be around a while and see a lot of different things. But what I want to say is that both what Juliet and Coach has said and just our reminders. But the thing is, are we really taking it to your heart? And I had to really think about that as I was listening to this morning, all of it. And I feel I'm where I'm at to take it to my heart deeper than it ever has been and just roll off the fluff, good, bad, or indifferent. That's all I have to say. And I think we all need to have an inner talk with ourselves and our talk with our higher power, whatever we call that higher power. Because like the scripture that I said to Clifton earlier, the plans are already made. We just have to step into it. And so that is my goal, to step into it. As we were talking, I'm just getting office and certain things set up. That's what I've been doing since you folks were in Houston. And I'm going to be stepping up multi-language. So thank you very much, Coach, for this reminders. And thank you, Coach Tomer. and his family for treating me like family. I've never in my whole life, in any type of business that's been brought to me, have I experienced what I've experienced with this company, with Coach Tomer, the blessings he's given me and my son. I mean, every time we would go to an event or convention, because he's almost a month of difference from my son's birthday, he would hand my son money. How do you hand somebody who's, in a sense, on the lower end of your business? I have never heard of that happening, and I still have that testimony to my heart. So I can't leave. I can't do anything until I accomplish the legacy that Coach promised his mother he was going to do. That's what I have to say.
All right. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else?
What I wanted to say about about Juliet St. John is, we saw the starting from her own words and, what she's been able to do. But Juliet St. John never has to work another day in her life, but she continues to pour into all of us. Like you said, you had her talk to us after the call, and she's continued to talk to people. She sent me a text yesterday asking me if I was going to give it a shot, the 60K a shot. And I said, absolutely, more than a shot, I'm going to do it. But she just continues to share with people and encourage people. She doesn't rest on her laurels. She's enjoying life, and she's continuing to leave a legacy, and she's continuing to share her gifts with others. She's very philanthropic, and you're able to do that when money's not an issue. So she's just a perfect example of what we can become. Because again, if it's possible for one, it's possible for all. Back to you, Coach.
Absolutely. All right. Anyone else? Phil Divine has been trying to get in. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. So again, go ahead.
Hello, Coach. This is Gareth. I just want to say, what resonated with me is just work my business, plugging people into the system. And you always say, take it from your head to your heart. So he said, live by it and then teach it. So knowing your business, you can't teach it unless you know your business. I was asked a question, I think last week, and I didn't have the answer. I missed that question, but it'll never happen again. I didn't beat myself up, but it'll never happen again because I'm learning my business again and leading by example. In order to teach it, you have to know it and, teach it by doing. That's leading by example. So for me, it's just, I've been motivated. I'm over motivated. I'm completely motivated and excited into it. But now it's about the execution. You just said it. It's the execution, and the execution is on me. So we can be motivated out of the woo-ha, but what are we going to do with that? So to execute it, that's on me. And I've laced up my boots. I've had some life challenges going on. Tamika's in the hospital right now. My sister's going through challenges, but that's life. Life happens. We still have to press on because I have things to do for not only myself, but my family and those that I want to help. So back to you. Thank you so much for this meeting.
Absolutely. And what you brought up one thing, and I was thinking, what are you all willing to do? And for those that heard throughout the day, I don't want anybody to regret training other people or spending time honing your skills. But this is a wake-up call that, we all needed to have Coach grab us by the face and turn our heads and say, work your team builder group. Go help people in your team builder group. Build your team builder group and help them get to team builder. And if you're not a team builder, get with your upline and tell them that's your first goal. And then it's going to be regional within this 47-day period. But I don't want anybody to, say, oh, well, we helped a whole lot of people. And don't regret that, because that helped you become a great leader, and we see the manifestation of that. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that, those hours that you spent, helping other people's teams and being on with other people's teams, and they walked across the stage and you didn't, hopefully that's a wake-up call. But don't regret sowing into their lives, because that was seed And so you watered the seed, they got the harvest, but it's your harvest time now. So I just want you guys to stay focused on that, okay? All right, anyone else? Okay. Well, we're going to again these videos. This whole presentation is available. So if you wanted, to go over your teams, you can. Do we have a showcase this Monday? Yes, next Monday. Do we have a showcase next Monday?
Yes.
Okay, so if you have entrepreneurs, people that you meet, people that you've met that are business owners, get them on the showcase. Let's knock it out the park next Monday night. Let's get them recruited. Next Monday, I will be on the showcase. So I will be on the showcase next Monday. So let's get them closed. I will be talking about the business and our experiences on there. So plan for next Monday. Thursday, again, Lancaster, you guys already know the drill. Now is putting people in front of the information. Your marketing director, along with your nationals, are going to be in the room. And how are you going to elevate if you don't show up? You got to show up to go up. Again, Thursday, Jackie was out of town. Inland Empire team, where you at? Who's stepping up in front of the room? Who's going to manage the meeting? Who's going to step into leadership? So just let Jackie know, and let's pick back up on Thursdays at Roundtable. If that doesn't work for you, make sure you let them know. But Inland Empire, let's show up. Let's make it happen. We've got a meeting location. If you found something else, let us know. But we need Moreno Valley to stay live, and we need the leadership to step up. The other thing is Dennis is continuing to do Thursdays. He's always doing presentations, always talking, and always helping. He will be working in his team builder group. He's doing this to help the team. So again, get on the calls on Thursday. Linda's going to be doing a recap this weekend of the marketing director and recognition. You're on Friday, and you can invite guests to be on there too. So this is an open call, all team call for everybody to be on Friday. New surge on Saturdays. So again, you'll have the opportunity to be able to get on a presentation on Saturday at 4:00 Pacific. Sunday, our goal is 100. So I need you all, and I need my leaders. You guys go in the chat. Who's going to have their picture put on a flyer so that you can get your team builder group on this with their guests, and you can blow this thing out. You never need to miss any opportunity. So let me see who the leaders are. Go on the chat so Cindy can make your flyer, get your flyer out for Sunday, post it on social media, send it out to your guests. Do that for your team builder group, folks. Hello? Hello? Hello?
We hear you. That's me, Coach. Roger from Palmdale.
Wake up. I just called to play.
Me, Coach.
I put it in 100 people on this call, and we can blow it out. We don't want to lose our number one position. We got to recruit in our team builder group. You need to send this out to everybody who's inactive. You got to create the energy. Don't wait for somebody else. You guys, again, we're giving the opportunity. We can make one flyer and put 100 pictures on the flyer. So I need to know who's going to be on the world's largest travel party on Sunday at 2:00, and who's going to be a co-host, and whose grand opening is going to be. We can have 100 grand openings in one day. Let's make it happen. Okay, upcoming events. This event is going to be changed to Thursday. My granddaughter's birthday is the 16th. I overscheduled. So Cindy and I tried to reach you last night, but it's going to be moved to Thursday. So we're going to knock out debt on Thursday night with a powerful business opportunity presentation for Surge 365. So again, this is where you can market outside to get new people in your team, work your team builder group, but this is where you're going to go and fish for new people that are appeased by the fact that we're knocking out debt and showing them a business opportunity that they can jump into starting at $79. Okay, Angelique Davis, along with Eric Davis. They're hosting our guest speaker, Daryl Thompson. Daryl Thompson spoke at the platform. He and his wife are phenomenal leaders, entrepreneurs. He'll be speaking. I'll be speaking. It is my birthday celebration. So come on out, celebrate, have some fun. And I don't know where you guys are. Angelique, are you on? Is Angelique on?
She said she's the lead, but she put her number, her Cash App thing in the chat.
Okay, so she put it in chat. So again, let's wrap this up. The 27th is coming up, and let's come on out and celebrate. Okay. Again, if you haven't got your cruise, go out there, get your cruise. You can book it on your Surge, you can book it on your Vortex, you can book it on your Manatee. Any way you can get paid all the way around. Earn reward credits, whatever you choose to do, get on this cruise. So we're going to be talking about some of the things we're going to be doing on there. And again, 38620 Ocean View, and this is the balance that's due. Is that right? Is Joyce on? She's on the cruise, right? I think she left out of Galveston on the cruise.
Yeah, she's on the cruise.
Correct. Okay. Yeah. So again, make sure this is what the balance is. You can see what the prices were, and then what the balance is. So you guys, again, if your team is on the cruise and you're not there, what a great opportunity for you to be able to fellowship. If your team is on and they got guests and family that are going, what a great opportunity to be able to do this as a team activity individually, and it's not expensive. It's way cheaper than Mexico, to be able to go $376.20 per person, and you may be able to go